Hello, and today we are reading Diary of a Wimpy the Meltdown. And if you haven't catched up, we were on page 9, and so actually we are on page 11, and we are going to start from page 11 right now. Anyway, that was 2 months ago, and I didn't give my country project a second thought until today. And the only reason I remembered was because when I got to school, everybody was wearing weird clothes. I should have realised it was International Showcase Day when my friend Rowley came to get me for the school wearing crazy get-up. But he's always doing strange stuff, so I barely noticed. In homeroom, I took a look at Rowley's project to see how much work was involved, and that's when I started to panic. His report looked like it took a ton of time, and it was pretty obvious that his parents had helped him with it. Of course, Riley had actually been to the country he got assigned, so I'm sure that it made it a lot easier for him. I asked Riley to be a pal and switch countries with me, but he's kind of selfish, so he wouldn't go for it. That meant I was on my own, and I only had a few hours to do my whole project from scratch. And I don't know where I was going to find a trifold board this late into the game. That's when I remembered that I had a trifold in my locker. I had started my country project the day after I was assigned, so I could get ahead with things far once. But when I pulled it out to see how far I've got, I was pretty disappointed. He only got 2 words far. The project was 50% of my social studies grades, so I was just desperate. I tried getting help from my classmates, but all that did was remind me I need to get some smarter friends. Any of you guys know where Malta is? In your butt. Ha ha ha. I stayed indoors for recess to work on my project. I didn't have time to go down to the library for research, so I had to do a lot of guessing. The only thing I felt pretty sure that was Malta was near Russia, but I was pretty shaky on everything else. Location: somewhere near Russia. Transportation: horse walking car. Mysterious Malta. Climate: sunny, rainy. Currency: porn, bottle caps, and paper clips. Malta facts: Malta has the same number of letters as fudge. No United States presidents were born in Malta. Once I finished filling out my trifold, I started working on the other stuff. We were supposed to wear our country's traditional dress for the international showcase, so on the way to lunch I picked out some clothes from the lost and found in front of the principal's office. Luckily, there were a few decent items in the box, and I put on the outfit that looked pretty convincing. Everyone was supposed to bring in a traditional meal too. At lunch, I brought as many items I could afford and threw something together that seemed like it might come from another country: meatloaf, hot dog, and asparagus. The international showcase was during the last period, and when I set up for my project in the gym, I was actually feeling pretty good about things, but I wish I got assigned a country where they wore lighter clothes, because the furnace was still on full blast. The heat was getting to some other kids too, and tempers were starting to flare. At one point, Brazil and Bulgaria got into a fight over table space, and a teacher had to come and break it up. Kids came in from the elementary school to check our projects and ask questions, but all I had to do was get them to move along and pretend I only spoke Maltese. How many people live in your country, Q? After that, my parents started to arrive. Luckily, mine couldn't come because Dad was at work and Mum was at her college. But some kids in my grade has a mum who are actually from Malta, which is really bad luck for me. I thought they were going to report me to my teacher, and I was ready to make a run for it. But then something happened that let me off the hook. The fight that started between Brazil and Bulgaria flared back up and spilled over to the C and D countries. And before long, the whole gym was a war. Zing, splap, clonk, pow, rip. Luckily, the bell rang and school got dismissed before anyone was seriously hurt. But the whole situation doesn't exactly get me a lot of hope for world peace. Tuesday. Well, I thought I was in the clear, but I was wrong. My social studies teacher sent a note home to my parents that said I had to do my international showcase project again. So Mum said I can't watch TV or play video games until I finish. I figure I can probably get this thing done by Saturday, but it won't matter anyway. That's because Mum is making me and my brother have screen-free weekends. Mum thinks us children are addicted to screens, and that's the reason we misbehave. So she started this new policy where we're not allowed to use any electronics on Saturdays and Sundays, and we have to find other ways to entertain ourselves. And that's where we'll leave it today. We are on page 19, almost on page 20. It is currently Tuesday inside the book. And let's see. We started on Monday, January, and now we're on Tuesday, January. Just want to say again, this is Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Meltdown by Jeff Kinney. And yeah, he also has really other good books. And go to wimpykidclub.co.uk or .com. Okay, bye.